Do you miss someone who's died? Do you miss their talking and listening, their presence, their hugs, their understanding of you, their touching, their quirks, your shared history with them? Do you cope with this hole in your life and the sudden waves of grief that come out of nowhere by keeping busy and taking it one day at a time? Are evenings hard because you have fewer distractions from your thoughts of grief then? Do you hate coming home to an empty house? Some of my friends let me down, but new friends surprise me with their caring and understanding. It's hard to concentrate. Just when I think I'm doing better, I'm knocked on my duff. I can't sleep. I'm afraid of what feeling might come up once I drop my guard and doze off. Doctors put me on all kinds of medications instead of just listening to my pain. These medications make me feel drowsy, out of touch. People come up and say, "I know how you feel," or "It's God's will," and they cheat me out of my right to grieve the one I loved by minimizing it and stigmatizing it. I do know how you feel. I've been there. And when someone impatiently says to you, "When are you going to get over this grief?" say to them, "I do not intend to get over the memory of my husband, my wife, or my sibling, because I'll always cherish those great memories to give me strength to face today. I do not intend to get over anything. I intend to get perspective on those years, to honor myself and the one who died by living twice as well." Grief is from wanting something I cannot have or someone I cannot have. Absolute grief is from wanting it or wanting them. Absolutely. Grief can be as deep and dense as mahogany, as slow as molasses. My mind says it's over, while my working heart says grieving has barely just begun. My mind, like wind, flits ahead over all grief, while my heart, like water, carefully fills in every corner of the land of grief before flowing on. Only when my mind joins with my heart to face the grief together and honestly does acceptance and healing truly begin. Grief is an unleashed psychic power with no home that can beat me or carry me to a mountaintop. Grief is a dryness in the throat, a stabbing pain in the heart at the sight of a sunset that cannot be shared. It is bigger than I am, which is the biggest learning lesson of all. Grief is ringed with fear. In time, it becomes just a hole in one's life, always met with a sigh. The hole in my life caused by my loved one's death can be filled like a garbage can, or cared for like a garden. It can be filled for a while with whys and if-onlys. The hole can be filled with anger without bounds, or guilt without measure, which make the hole bigger until it becomes the eye of a lifelong hurricane that casts out all self-respect and character and is driven by a fixation on one single event. I grow from grief when I feel anger, guilt, shame, childishness, escape, hope, despair. Only when I take care of these feelings like children in my home do I grow from grief.